Hey guys, this is Jaden from Team Shadow Strike coming at you with another segment on Cards That Make My Dick Hurt, Part 28. There's going to be a lot of new content up on the channel, and I hope you're enjoying all of it. I'm putting up a lot of content because I've had so many ideas and so many good ideas for videos that I wanted to share it all. So let's just go ahead and get into this next one. It's going to be another card that people are looking forward to come out here in America, I believe. It is another card, as you are well aware of. Well, or you may not be well aware of. Set 13 Catastrophic Outbreak just was released in Japan. So we get unfortunately, Set 13 is nowhere near going to be coming out in America, at least in the near future. We get Set 11 in October, and then we get Set 10 in December, and then I don't know what comes out after that. I'm keeping a close eye on that, so I will let you guys know when I know. So anyway, let's just get ahead and get into this card. The card I'm going to be talking about today is Star Vader Chaos Breaker Dragon. Really, really, really good card. It's kind of like a little Maelstrom to me. That's why I really like this card. It reminds me a little bit of Maelstrom. So anywho. Let's just go ahead and get into this card. I have it right here, so I'll just go ahead and read it to you. Before, however, I read it to you, I'm going to reread to you the break ride for Link Joker that you'll want to use with this card. It's called Star Vader Infinite Zero Dragon, so I just want to reread it one more time just to refresh everyone's memory. So the break ride. Limit Break 4. When a Link Joker rides this unit, choose one of your opponent's rear guards in the front and back row, and you lock them, and your Vanguard gains plus 10k. And so, you're going to use that as your... Excuse me, guys. Wow. So you're going to use that as your Break Ride unit, and this is the unit you're going to Break Ride over. The break that you're going to Break Ride with. It's called Star Vader Chaos Break Dragon. So let me read it to you. Keep in mind that when you ride this over the break ride, you're going to get to lock two of your opponent's units, one in the front and back row. This is his limit break. Limit break 4, Soul Blast one card with Star Vader in its card name. During your opponent's end phase, when your opponent's locked card is unlocked, you may pay the cost. If you do, retire that unit and draw one card. So basically, the card is going to be locked, and then during your opponent's next turn, you're going to lock the unit, and then when your opponent ends the turn following when they were locked and they would unlock, they're retired instead, and you're going to draw a card for that. So that's why it kind of reminds me of Maelstrom, because Maelstrom, when you pop a rear guard, you get to draw a card. So that's why this card just goes magnificent with Star Vader Dragon, because you're going to have locked two units, one in the front and one in the back row, and you're going to get to draw a card when they unlock. Not only does he have such an amazing limit break, he also has an active ability Vanguard skill. And it's this: Counterblast 1 and choose a card with Star Vader in its card name from your hand and discard it. Wow, guys. I want to make sure I read that right. Okay, you counterblast one card, and then you discard a Star Vader from your hand. The card you counterblast doesn't need to be a Star Vader, but the card from your hand has to be. Choose one of your opponent's rear guards and lock it. So, his ability... after you break ride over Infinite Zero Dragon, you're going to lock two units. And then, when you ride this unit, you can counterblast one card and then drop a Star Vader from your hand and lock an additional rear guard. And then when you end your turn and your opponent starts their turn, they're going to have very limited resources. And then when they end that turn, you Soul Blast one card with Star Vader in its name from your Soul Stack, and when an opponent's rear locked card is unlocked, instead of you pay the cost, and if you do, retire that unit and draw a card. So depending on how many Star Vaders you have in your soul, you could potentially draw cards for all of them. Keep that in mind. it's not Soul Blast 1 and you draw one card for each card that's retired, because if so, that would be way too broke. You have to Soul Blast 1 for each card when they're unlocked if you want to pop it. So keep in mind, Starvader Infinite Zero Dragon is a Starvader, so you would be able to Soul Blast that. And if you're grade 2 and grade 1 is a Starvader, you would be able to draw cards for 3. And if you have a grade 0 Starvader that somehow gets moved into the Soul, then you would be able to draw 4 cards when your opponent ends their turn. So this card takes a little bit of thinking. You have to be prepared for it. So keep in mind, this really can destroy your opponent pretty damn quick. It is a triple R and an SP, so it is going to be one of the bigger cards of the set. This card is pretty dumb. So keep in mind, when you break ride, you're going to lock 2 units, and then you can use this thing's ability to counterblast 1 and drop a Starvader from your hand to lock other units. And since it's an act ability, you can use that ability more than once. And then with this limit break skill, you would be able to, when your opponent's rear guards become unlocked, you can Soul Blast 1 Starvader and pop 1 card. Just keep in mind, I may have said it in a way that a minute ago that made it seem like when they're unlocked, you can Soul Blast 1 card for each time a card is unlocked. So say for instance you do lock let's see, 3 units when you break ride. You're not going to be able to use the limit break skill 3 times and pop all 3. You're only going to be able to pop 1 once per turn. So keep that in mind. So when you do lock cards, make sure you hit the one that you're going to want to retire. So just keep that in mind, because if you could use his ability to draw 4 cards, or anywhere from 1 to 4 cards, or technically, if it was possibles, if you still had 5 unflipped damage, you could possibly draw 5 cards in your opponent's end phase and then draw an additional card to start your turn. You'd have 6 extra cards. That'd be pretty stupid. So just keep that in mind as well, that you can only use that ability once per turn. I think I might have said that wrong. I didn't mean to mislead you guys like that. So keep in mind, when you do use Chaos Breaker's Limit Break, you're only going to be able to retire 1 unit. That is still amazing, guys. It's just like Maelstrom. It's just worded different. Instead of popping it, you're just waiting until the card is unlocked, and then you pop it, and you're drawing a card. So pretty dumb. So pretty cool. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe. Thumbs up this video. Tell me what you think about the card. Basically, it's Maelstrom as a Link Joker unit that you can lock units pretty easily. So anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed it. Comment, subscribe, thumbs up this video for me, and I will see y'all later.